So this is how it works, my friend. This had to do with the Instagram. So follow me on Instagram at the Trading Fraternity. Shameless plug. But we were doing the fireside chat on Instagram yesterday. And I was talking, and it wasn't a good one. You guys were. So I'm sorry if you guys were there yesterday. You guys were slacking the first like 10 minutes. They weren't really bringing it out of me. They weren't really giving me the questions I wanted. But then somebody just said something really, really nice. And then it was very, very interesting because it led to a discussion. I was like, I got to rip that. I got to take that and I got to bring it to the YouTube chat. They need to hear this because it's very, very important. So I'm going to tell you a story and I'm going to tell you about what happened and my take on it. And here is your conclusion to focus on. So it's like, what is the whole point of this philosophy? It's about your energy. Isn't that funny? And that's what I'm saying with that whole little rant I just gave. It has to do with your energy. And what I mean by that is the energy you bring, okay? So the energy you have that you bring, that you give off, that you take in. The energy, think about it. I flipped this switch. A lot of you guys say I have energy. So do you think I have energy? Some people say your energy is great. Your energy is contagious. Do I sound like I have energy, huh? You're like, oh, you dialed in. You clapping on. Maybe, is that why you guys like the claps when I get, what is it? Is it energy? Do you understand what I'm talking about with this energy? Do we have an idea of energy? Do you have energy? Tell me about this, huh? Tell me what you're working with. You have more energy than, hey, I ain't going negative. Oh. Our energy and SPY started going down. Energy, it's the passion. Dillard's, DDS. You feeling rich? I don't got no energy. It's the vibe. Dillard's is popping. This unspoken vibe. I got energy. It's all around us. Good, baby. Good. More energy than someone could handle. I agree. And that's what I laughed at with all of it. But this is the story. So this guy, he commented on the Instagram yesterday and he was like, bro, like I showed my sister your videos. He was like, I showed her the videos that you're doing and I showed her everything I've been learning with you. And then I showed her your song 2020 election and like she was just hyped off of it and she gave me $1,000 and said, here, invest this. And he was like, bro, my sister would never do that. He was like, the energy you bring is so amazing. Like the energy you bring got her to do that. That's what he said. And it's a pretty cool thing to think about, right? Your dad did that? Oh, awesome. And I think some of you might have had some of that happen, right? So think about that. It's very interesting. It's beautiful. I loved it. I loved it. But at the end of the day, it's not about me. Do you see what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with me. That's what I told him. I said, bro, it's not my energy. I said, no. You got it twisted. You think it was my energy. I said, no. I think it was your energy. I think it was your energy because I said, when was the last time you were hyped up about something? When was the last time you believed in something? When was the last time you were like, damn, I could change my life. I could do something. There is a future. It's going to be long. It's going to be slow, but I could still do it. When was the last time you were bumping a fucking rap song about finance? You think of, like, nobody likes Uncle Answers like that. Let's be real. You only like Uncle Answers if you're into this shit. Nobody's going to listen to that. They'll be like, what are you saying? But you were like, damn, I feel this because I'm talking about what you like. And now you're like, damn, I feel you on this. And, think about it. So I'm monotone as shit sometimes. Bro, people listen to me. You know how many the statistics and impressions and all that? You know how many people come across me and just click? They don't like me. Let's be real. A lot of people don't like me. And then they're like, he's crazy. He's childish. He's this, is that. They don't ever make it 4, 5, 10, 20, whatever minutes in. But you did, and God bless you. You gave me a chance. You took the time. You listened, you weren't too judgmental. And, you listen, And then from there, you were like, wow, maybe you did learn something. You're like, okay, maybe he is giving me something. And then one thing led to the another, but then you started learning. Then you started triggering something, but then now look at your energy. Okay? That's the part that got me, because my man was telling me, and I was like, dude, it had nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. I could maybe do this, do that, but at the end of the day, I guarantee you your energy towards the cult and what you have been taught was the deciding factor, because your family has seen you. I haven't seen you your whole life. Your sister has seen you your whole life. Your mom, your dad, they've never seen you be excited about something like this. And why would you be excited about some high-level shit that most people are not interested in? Do you see what I'm saying? You weren't like this about school. You weren't like this about anything else in your life. So think about that. This is the energy, but it has to do with your outlook. And that's what I'm saying. So the energy is important, and the energy you bring is important. And then you're going to start blaming things on energy. Like, look, it's because of that. It's because of that. It's because of that, you know? It's as simple as that. But at the end of the day, it's all about your outlook. All about your outlook. All his outlook towards everything was a reflection of his energy. It's how he viewed the content, how he viewed what he was learning, how he viewed the market. That's what changed his energy. He viewed it some way. He viewed it in a different look than he probably did at any point in his life. And now that new outlook has given him this new energy. And now he's talking to people, you know? He's going out. Now he's showing people. Maybe the last time he picked up a project, he didn't show anybody for 3 years. Why are you showing people all of a sudden? Why are you talking about it? How come you're not scared? Wait, how come you're okay with it being slow? Huh? Why do you care so much about the world now? Why do you watch the news? Why do you read the news? Huh? Think about that. It's pretty wild. And now, think about your outlook, and this is what I'm talking about. This is something you've heard. We've talked about this, and it makes sense, but I think it's a good reminder in this whole thing of all of it. And what I'm going to bring it about is just, it's your outlook. You've heard it pretty much. When you look at something, you're going to get what you look at. I mean, it's just simple as that. Your outlook is going to create this situation. And what do I mean by this? You know, I'll give you another example. I had a friend, this is why I brought up the whole China thing yesterday. I do think China should be held responsible. But like I said, I'm worried about how people will treat Asian people. And I understand there's racism, bigotry, and a lack of education, and people will jump to conclusions. But even so, I was talking to somebody, and they were an Asian friend of mine. They're at the office, and they were very angry. They said that people were treating them weird in the gas station, and that people were treating them weird because they were Asian. And I said, you know, it could be right. You could be right. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I said, I don't know. I don't know that person. It could be anything. But what I did say, I was just like, are you looking for it? You know, are you thinking about it? Because they went on and they told me all of this. They're like, at this place, this place, this place, this place, this place. And I was like, well, are you looking for racism? Are you looking to see that? Because I said, let me be honest with you right now, because you're describing your experience and how people are treating you. And I said, that's exactly how I feel right now, but nobody could really tell what ethnicity I am. And I said, even worse, I'm treating everybody like that. Why am I treating everybody like that? Because there's a virus. I'm scared of people. I don't know what they have. I don't know who. Everybody could get the smoke. I'm double to every. You guys notice that? And that's what I'm saying. Have you noticed right here, right now, everybody is sketch? Everybody is being sketch. Think about it. You see people looking at you. You're not double taking at people. You're not staring at people wearing a mask. Somebody coughs. Somebody's touching something. You're looking to see if they have gloves. You're looking to see what clothing they're wearing. Do they have a mask? How do they look? Do they look clean? Isn't that crazy? That's what I'm thinking it. I don't care what you say. I'm thinking it. 100%. Because that's what I told them. I said, listen, I'm not even racist. I don't care if you're white, old, colored, Asian, anything. Oh, I'm avoiding everybody is getting my discrimination when it comes to the virus. I'm sorry. And I said, so I'm not looking at race. I'm looking at the virus. You looking at racism. Some people look at something else, and you're going to see that. You know, some lady yelled at you. I'm sure. Yeah. Lending Tips told me, bro. He said that, you know, anything. So I was, you know, I think it's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Because that's what I was saying. I was like, man, everyone's sketchy right now. Everybody. You see people looking at you, you know. Told you we talked about, you know, some people say it's this and that. It's pretty much, it's how people are viewing it. Everybody knows everybody could get it. That's the funny part, is that everybody knows anybody could get anybody. There's no designation to who's going to get this. So everybody's acting sketchy. Everyone's acting that same way. Are you ready for the other part? Think about it. What was it like before everything happened? You remember that? So now everybody's sketchy. But remember before everything was happening? Remember I made a video on it? People were like, nah, it's priced in, you're crazy. Everybody was walking out. I know I bought my, think about how was it viewed? Before everything was there now, what was in your mind and how it was viewed? People were viewing at me in a very, very weird way. But think about how people viewed it prior. When they viewed it, now that people view it as something serious, the reactions are serious. What happened in the back end before it happened? When they viewed it as nothing, their outlook was that this isn't just the flu, it's just this. The energy they brought towards it was different, right? Think about it now. Now there's a weird energy in the air. Now it's a weird energy with how people are behaving. Before, it was a pretty weird energy. People were giving me a weird energy for buying water. Not even a lot. You're not getting any racist comments. I'm banning you for saying that. Anybody, even the minute anybody even says anything, oh, racist, this and that, whether you're on the receiving end or the giving end, I ban all of it because I don't see that. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to put my outlook and energy towards that, whether it's true or not. If it's negative, I'll call it negativity and I'll ban it. I don't need to look at the specifics of any negativity. All shit is shit, I don't differentiate between rabbit shit and dog shit. It's all shit. So I don't care. I don't want it. Get it out of here. If you're going to even spread this shit and say this person, go do it in the right place. Go write their name down. Go write a letter. Do whatever. I'm not taking any part of that. So that's what it's coming down to. But think about it. How was the energy viewed? What was the energy from the outlook? When I was buying, I remember the first big purchase of water I made at Costco. Think outlook in the energy I gave. So I go to buy water from Costco early February, right? And what do you think people think about it? Early February, people didn't even care about this. What do you think was the outlook they had on me, and what energy do you think I gave off? That I was thirsty, I was a normal person. Who's the guy with the crazy beard? They didn't even think I was crazy then. They didn't think I was crazy then. Why not? Why didn't they think I was crazy? Why wouldn't they think I was crazy? I know they didn't think I was crazy because I know what they asked me. There wasn't this sense, it wasn't serious yet. Think about it. The outlook on everything was that this was a non-issue. So me buying 30 cases of water was really nothing. And then ironically that weekend, it was the Super Bowl. So they literally, the guy asked me, said, oh, is this for the Super Bowl? And I said, yeah. And I just nodded my head and I smiled. Said, yeah, that's what it is. So their outlook was like, damn, this guy's a party animal. He's having a big party. Funny how outlook and energy, and then now think about it. And then think about 1, 2, 3 weeks later. Think about the prices of different stuff. Think about the supply and demand of it. It's pretty wild. Pretty wild to think about. But outlook and energy. Outlook and energy. You know, point is, this is the simple point. The way you view something is usually the way it comes out. That's all I'm saying. So if you see me as this and that, if you see this as this and that, whatever you view it as, whatever your outlook is towards something, you're usually going to get just that. It's very, very simple. I mean, it's this could be the strangest secret in the world. It is. You become what you think about. I mean, that's just what it is. And that's what I'm saying, especially in this day and age and everything going on, you could see it. And that's what I'm saying now for you. I mean, I love it. Yeah, can you talk about trading? Come on, am I not telling you something? Does that not apply to trading? Point is, the way you view it is usually how it ends up. You buy a play, it goes down, you view it as it's dead. You view it as the play isn't going to do anything. And then sure enough, that's what happens. But Josh, how come I thought Snapchat was going to... isn't that funny? So what about that, though? And that's the next part. Because even if it doesn't at first, it usually ends up there. Let me explain that again. The point is, the way you view something is usually the way it ends up. Even if it doesn't end up there at first, it's going to end up there. Do you see what I'm saying about? That at first you're like, oh, this is what I think it's going to be, but then that doesn't happen. So then what happens? You see, this is a lot of people's problem when it comes to outlook and energy. And this is why you guys will shift a bit, opinions. This is why I would shift opinions. Honestly, this is what I would do this a lot. Because I wasn't looking at the facts of the matter. More so, I was just looking at what's going on. What happened? So then what am I doing? It doesn't immediately do. It doesn't immediately do what I expected. So I'm like, nah, I changed my view. And now, indeed, the new view I switched to indeed comes true, right? I'm positive about this opportunity, this job, this trade. I'm like, yeah, this is my outlook. It's going to be great. It's going to change my life. Then it starts to get negative, or it doesn't go how I expect. And then I'm like, damn, maybe it's not that. Maybe it's not like that. That's not what it's like. So then what do? Then I change my idea. I'm like, yeah, this is bullshit. I can't believe I gave my time into this. I need to find something new. And then sure enough, the opinion that I switched to, because I didn't give the first one enough time for that seed to grow, the idea that I switched to indeed comes true. And then it does solidify what I thought. If any, it could have been the world trying to test me and been like, are you sure you think this? It's like me when I mess with you guys and I'm like, are you sure? I give you guys an easy question and I'll just mess with you just to make sure. Sometimes the world does that. Sometimes the stock market does that. You'll be so right. And it'll hit you with a little bit of, are you sure? Right? Worst data in the world. Stock market starts ripping. Are you sure you think it's going to go down? Are you sure you were as good of a trader in February and March as you are in April? Are you sure you know what's happening? You could be right. I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure. I didn't say you were wrong. I'm just making sure. It's doubt. Yeah, isn't that funny? It's doubt. I mean, I just view it as the outlook. And that's what I'm saying. Whatever outlook you have, whether you start with that outlook or you change to that outlook, you will walk away with it. Simple as that. If you think, and it works both ways. If you think I'm an awful person, you think I talk too much, you think I'm shitty, you think I have nothing of value to give you, you think I only support this or I only support that, I promise you that is what you will get. I promise you that's what you'll see. Because you'll miss all the lessons and you'll see all my bad parts because I'm a human. I'm not all this. I'm not all good. I'm not all bad. I'm not all one way. So if you look for that, you will find it. And then on the reverse, some people, I don't even know what the hell I said. I say some dumb shit and they're like, he's a genius. I love him. I love him. He's great. He's the best. Because that's your outlook. And God bless you. I love you. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I really do. And I hope, and my outlook on you guys is that you are all me when I was younger. That's my outlook. And that all of you are pretty much borderline fucked up and have the opportunity, though, to make some really big changes in your life. And you all have the ability to. You just have to work through stuff, and it's going to take time. I see all why my outlook on that is that, okay, you guys are fucking up. You're doing this. I remember when I fucked up. I remember when I was like that. I remember when I was just like you. I was so much more, man, y'all, you guys are crazy. If come on. Like, I'm sorry if you got banned for some political shit. Like, dog, I got a degree in political science. Imagine what I was like. I was worse than you. You see? So fall back. I'm not chastising you or correcting you from a lack of experience. Some of you guys, I'm telling you, don't be like that. I'm a degree in politics. Some of you guys, I'm like, hey, be careful with the shit you put in your body. Don't sit down. I got fat sitting at a screen. Be careful smoking some weed. I owned more Illadelphs than you owned anything. So I'm not speaking to you from a different perspective. But again, and this is my outlook. And my outlook was, regardless of all those things, I was positive and I ended up positive. And I did get to see some things. Please elaborate on borderline fucked up. I don't need to elaborate. You know why? All that matters is your outlook on that phrase. That's it. Simple as that. Simple as that. I'm not going to forgive you for that comment because you just made that account. You're a new person. You're the same person. You got exposed again. Okay? Simple. You made a dono. You want me to see? Okay, can I finish? All donations, we will get to it after the philosophy. You see, I love you guys and I appreciate you, but my outlook at this moment is that this is more important than money or anything. That's the whole point of philosophy. The whole point is I'll stop the whole market for the philosophy because this is the point everyone needs to realize. What you know is more important than money. It's simple as that. How you conduct yourself is more important than money. And if you think this market, I pray that you never have to live a life slavery to this stock market. Slavery to the market, and then every minute of the day, if you miss something, what's going to happen? I can't miss it. I can't not look at it. I have to do it right now. I got to do something right now. That's slavery. You can't do anything. You can't live your life. You can't move on from it just because what? You're so infatuated with this idea of success of making lots of money. Nothing's going to change, dude. This is the part that changes. Change this idea. Change your outlook. Watch the bank change. Watch everything change. It's very, very simple. Very, very simple. But essentially, your outlook is very important, my friends. Okay? Very, very important. How you view something, you will get it. And like I said, it doesn't matter when you change your outlook. That's the paradox of this. You could expect something great for 5 years and nothing good happens. And then you finally succumb to, this is shit. Everything's going to fail. And the minute you adopt that failure idea, that may come next week. And then it could go vice versa. You may be like, I'm going to be good, and it happens next week. And nothing ever happens after that. So, you're deaf unlucky? No, that's your outlook. What if you're the most luckiest person in the world? What if everything you come on. You're telling me there's something in life. Have you ever in life had something that you wanted so bad and then you didn't get it? And then down the road, you were like, oh my God, thank God I didn't get that. I know I'm not the only one. That's what you guys were like with Tim Sykes. When you first got in the stock market, you were like, damn, I really just want to learn this. I want to be a penny stock millionaire. I want to do this. I need to do this. And then you found out how much it cost, and you didn't know it was a scam. You just felt bad you didn't have $5,000. Ain't that funny? That was your outlook. And then what happened a year or two later, you're like, bro, that's crazy. Now you're like, thank God I didn't get that. Now you're like, oh my God. So were you really back then you could have said you were unlucky. But now look at you. You're like, whoo, thank you. So think about that. Don't buy the speakers. I said it the other day. A few years ago, if I was younger, less experienced, and everything happened, I would have made a lot of money, and my account would be I would have blown up the account by today. I really would have. And that's why I'm like, God is good. I recognize the blessing we got. I'm keeping it. Praise God. And that's why I really want to make sure you guys do the same. But some people didn't. Okay? And some of you did that. You made a ton of money on TLT and everything else, and then you lost it all. And it's funny because back when I did that, man, I made $250,000. I walked away with $60,000. It was nothing. And then I ended up even losing that eventually at one point. We got to make it back, but that was a bad experience. It was at that moment in my life, I was like, I called it, I got it, I was good, but I felt kind of cursed. And that's why I was like, damn, this sucks. And then I'm telling you, if that happened to you, let me just tell you right now, you're never going to forget it. I promise you. Because every month afterwards, you're always just going to look at your account. You're going to go look at everything. You're going to see it and be like, damn, I can't believe I had that much money. Then I did this, and then this, and then now I'm here. And it's just going to slowly eat away at you. Promise you. And you're going to think it was the worst thing ever. I'm telling you, bro. You're going to think it's the worst thing ever. And someone sent an email about that. And even I was even talking with Lending Tips about this. I was talking with people at the office, who've seen me at that moment, and even those who are going through their own moment. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, in all the stories of what you got, like literally, bro, my Robinhood email from TLT, like you guys, like, bro, we made collectively, it was a ridiculous sum of money, like millions. I'm pretty sure it was at least a couple $100 million, honestly. Like literally open interest, all, like, it was ridiculous. We made a lot of money, but naturally a lot of people gave it back. And the part that I laughed at, or the part that, because those people in it was my first instinctive response. They're like, oh yeah, now they got to go through their lesson and this and that, or now they got to go through their L or their curse. Somebody said that, like, oh, well, those people just got to deal with that curse. I said, no. I was like, it's not a curse. I was like, I felt happy about it, honestly. If you made a lot of money off TLT and you lost money subsequently, most of it, I'm happy for you. And I'm glad that I could provide that for you. Isn't that weird to say? And why? Because that's the gift. It's not a curse. I promise you, it's not a curse. And that's what I said to them. I was like, dude, I got that 4 or 5 years ago. I thought it was a curse. That was the best thing that's ever happened to me. Literally the best thing that ever happened to me. Think about it. We came into this shit. I was 10 times more prepared than anybody in the world. I had all the currencies on lock. I had every floated currency. I had the bonds. I had the oil. Things I didn't know 5, 10 years ago. I knew about it. I had ghetto spread. I had different strategies. I had everything at my disposal. So then when it really mattered, oh yeah, we in there, baby. It's the fluke test, exactly. So you got a gift. That's what I'm saying. You got it. You don't realize it yet. It may seem like you're unlucky. It may seem like this, but again, that's what I'm saying, the outlook. Change your outlook about what just happened. Change your outlook about what's going to happen, and watch and just stick to it, and you'll get it. Telling you, if you believe, and that's what it took me 5 years to hit something like that play. 5 more years. Thank God I didn't change my outlook. Because I thought it was a curse. I was in that frame for like 2 years, and for those next 2 years, that's what I saw. But then once I changed it, oh my gosh. God is good. But it takes time. Yeah, you wouldn't be here. Isn't that funny? If I never changed that outlook, you guys wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. God knows. I don't know what the hell would happen. So, what's your outlook, man? That's what I want to talk about. That's what I have been talking about. And if you don't think your outlook is a reflection of your life, please, 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 who are you fooling? Look around. Anything you had an outlook on, you're most likely living in that scenario at some point or another. And if you think it was unlucky, you think it's a curse, change your outlook and be pleasantly surprised. But you don't know when. And the idea is, are you sure? Are you sure? Because if you change your mind, you might get the mind change. Once you change your mind, you might get filled on that one a lot better and a lot faster. Are you sure? Honestly, I think, why don't we ask that question a lot more? Maybe more, honestly. Somebody said that, people are like, I want to work for you. I'm like, honestly, like, are you sure? Remember that guy yesterday? He's like, I want to intern for you. I want to work for me. I was like, are you sure? I said, just hang around me for 12 months. Talk to me for a year without me paying you, without me giving you orders, without me being your boss. Talk to me for a year, and then I'm going to ask you, are you sure you want to come work for me? Are you sure you want to do this? Because that's what, maybe depending on what you say, it could change. You work for me now. Are you sure? Are you sure? That's my question. But what is your outlook? Can you ever be sure? Yes. Think about it. Why do I piss people off? I believe in God, and I'm annoying about it. I believe in the thing that you cannot even prove. I think you could prove it. I can't. I'm like, what do you think, man? I'm very sure on that. Kill me right now. I know I'm not. I know where I'm going. That's it. And there's a lot of people who believe that. You can be sure on things. I'm sure on the Colt. Why do you think I love the Colt? Why do you think I don't care? Honestly, I don't care anymore. Like, I don't care about the negative people. I don't care about the likes. I don't care about what the fuck you say on the internet. I already know. It already clicked. I already fucking see it. You're too late. Anybody, I'm sorry. You're too late. The Colt, I believe in it. I see it. I'm sure. I'm sure you guys are going to do good. I'm sure one of you is going to change the world from this, if not 1,000 of you. I'm sure. I'm sure on it that you guys are going to do something. I'm sure you're walking away with something. I'm sure you're learning. I'm sure that I'm not doing this in vain and that nothing is coming out of it. So there you go. You can be sure. It doesn't even, and guess what the best part is? It doesn't matter if you're wrong. What if I'm wrong on the Colt? Fuck it. What do we walk away with? Even if I'm wrong, what's going to happen? I had fun. I was smiling. People walked away with a message. People walked away with a smile. Hundreds of millions of dollars in profits already generated. Fuck out of here, man. That's it. So who cares if you fit? You see what I'm saying? So what's going to happen? Who cares if you go after what it is and it looks unsure, but you're sure. What's the worst that's going to happen? Is it good? Is it worthy? Does it have a virtue to it? You work your ass off to learn the market. You work your ass, you save up your money. That's what I'm saying. Long-term portfolio. Go save up your money. $200 a month. Go keep doing that. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. Even if you don't make $1 million on your portfolio, are you going to be disappointed with what you walked away with? I wouldn't be. I would say, hey, I still got money. I learned something. I was a part of the market. I didn't slip by while my friends and family were doing this. I didn't sleep. I didn't hesitate. And I've been in something for years. And I put my money in the place it should be. So you'll never be sure. Nothing is ever for sure. But you can be sure. If that makes sense. You can be. But again, it has to do with your outlook. And that's what I'm saying. And then the outlook you have towards things is going to change how you go about it. You see what I'm saying? Why do you think, like, listen what I just told you about the cult. Why do you think I'm waking up every morning? Why do you think I could do this? It's my outlook. I have a different outlook on this. My outlook gives me my energy. My outlook allows me to flip this switch. My outlook that God is going to work and God is going to work everything in my favor, that this is going to work out and that we're going to see real, the outlook I have. And I may not see it yet and I may not even have it in my hand. But shit, that's why it's called outlook. I'm looking out. I'm not looking at what's in front of me. I'm not looking at right now. And even today, even when good things happen, we still keep looking ahead. Even when bad things happen, we still keep looking ahead. That's it. We just got to keep going. But again, I'm not, don't fool yourself. And no, I'm not, that's why I'm telling you this, That's why I'm telling, because it's just like, this is a demon, bro. It will get you. If you let your outlook be polluted, you let it get tainted, it's gonna wreak havoc or not even havoc. It will whatever it is that you're looking out at, you'll see it everywhere in your life. That's it. If you think people are that's all you're gonna run into, bad people. You think it's only like this, that's all you're gonna run into. You see? So change the outlook. Change the outlook. And watch what it changes with your energy towards stuff. You see what I'm saying? Do you see how one thing, it's like, what are you going to get? But like, let's go back to that. Let's go back to the main story, the main point. Beyond what this will do for success, beyond reaching your goals, outlook gives you what? Energy. Energy. Get hyped. Get in the game. You like, I'm not, isn't that funny? I don't feel good. I'm not feeling it today. Maybe it's your outlook. Maybe it's the outlook. Get some energy so you could keep putting in. That's why I love it. One of my verses that I like, it says, what does it say? It says something, it's like, what was it? Confide in something with the Lord. Renew your energy. It said, renew your spirit so you could keep going. You see? Energy. Like, why are you talking about? I sound like a hippie. You think a hippie talk like this, baby? You think the hippie flips the switch? Nah, I'm talking energy. I'm talking oil. I'm talking solar. I'm talking, let's just go, baby. I need to go somewhere. Isn't that funny? Energy. Energy. I got a Tesla and I got a car that's not electric. Both of them need energy if I want to go anywhere. Oh, uh-oh. Did you hear that? I don't care what kind of energy, but both of them need energy if I want to go anywhere. If you want to go anywhere, what do you think you might need? What do you think you need to go anywhere in life, my friends? Humor me. Energy. But your outlook is there's no energy. Your outlook is the reverse of energy. It's negative energy. So that means your outlook, and when it's negative, is drawing energy. That's why your negative ass takes away from everybody around you. You're taking all of everybody's energy because of your negative shit. Your negative energy. Positive energy gets you going. Energy makes you move. Car moves with energy. Everything moves with energy. Negative outlook, you take away energy, you go less places. I don't know. Does that not seem simple? Or just real life? Like, look, is that not how the world works? Honestly. Energy and movement and all that, isn't that fucking inertia? And what? A squared plus, I don't know. What's his name? The law, not Maslow, what's his name? You know what I'm talking about. The scientist guy. Why am I blanking on that? So, Newton, there it is, baby. Newton. There's Newton. You could transform negative energy into positive. Listen, man, I'm not a scientist. I just don't like negative energy. I just don't. That's it. You see that? So don't get, I don't know, just be careful. Don't get caught up in a game. Some of you guys are smart, you see? Sometimes your smartness, you guys are like, I could turn this into this. That's what I've learned, and it always shines. Just don't dance with the devil is what I've learned. And it sucks because that's how I've made every mistake. I do something where it's just like when you think that's how you get it. It's like, oh, no, you're sorry. You could deal with the negative and turn it into, nah, just be careful. Because he'll let you dance with him a little, nothing happens. Then you dance with him again, nothing happens, you know. You push the YOLO, it works a little bit. You push it one more day, it goes up a lot more. And then what happens on the fourth, you see, once you dance with the devil, once you give the devil the wheel, he may not give it back. So just be careful. That's what I'm saying. I just don't mess with it. I can't. So, there you go, my friends. I want you to make moves. And I want you to go places, and I want you to do a lot. And honestly, at the end of the day, I just want you to be peaceful. I want you to live life, and I want you to get what it is, and that's with your outlook. And I think if you guys change your outlook, you will definitely change your energy, and you'll have more of it, and it will take you very, very far places. And the more and more energy you have is amazing. And you know, let me think about that. Energy is a breakthrough. People love it. People go crazy. The fact Tesla could go 300 miles, that was a breakthrough, range. Because the energy was enough to take it there. That's why we like gas, the range. People will be blown away if you find a way to keep moving forward and it's all positive energy. They say, how do you have energy to propel you in those how can you propel that fast? How can you propel that far? They will be fascinated by the energy or the system you created for that energy. It's pretty mind-blowing. If you found an energy source right now that would take you all around the world, you would be a billionaire, if not a trillionaire. Think about that. So control your energy and get that energy so you could go a very, very long way. Very, very long way. Oof. Y'all don't feel me, though. Please, can you talk about something else? I do. I mean, where were you yesterday? I had another 8-hour stream, give or take, maybe 1 hour for philosophy. So there were 7 hours there. And there's a 30-minute watch list there. I was talking for about 4 hours prior to this. I'm going to talk for 2 more hours after this. Where were you? It's the same thing. I am talking about other things. You're just listening to other things, and you have bad timing, and you want to put that on me. I'm sorry. If you can't hang, don't hang. That's fine. I got over 8 hours of content every single day, and you want to tell me to stop to talk about something else? You should tell me to shut up. That's it. Be like, you talk about too many things, if anything. You crazy. You crazy, bro. That's wild. Paradox. Very paradoxical. No, everything is not for everyone. That's it. And the minute I understood that in my life, it changed. That's why I stopped getting worked up on people. I couldn't get my friends on this. It's like, why am I I get frustrated when you guys don't do certain things, but it's just like everything's not for everyone. Okay, so that's just it. I'm not for everybody. The cult is for a select few. That's it. Thank God. Everything, God made me uniquely how I am with my annoyingness and my speech to weed out the certain type of people who are for me and who are not for me. And if you made it this far, you know I got love for you, baby. It's game time. If not, God bless you. Maybe one day. Maybe next year when we hit TLT again, maybe you'll change your mind and maybe you might want to listen. Until then, I mean, that's God's plan. And wherever it leads you is going to lead all of us into the right place. So that was your philosophy. Hope you guys liked it. Hopefully it helped you. Control the outlook. Control the energy. And let's go somewhere. That is your philosophy, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We're live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. Drop your thumbs up on the video. You're on mobile. Press hide chat. X out the chat. Hit the thumbs up button. Second link for the nightly watch. This is the main channel. First link for the Scribblers Bootcamp and Real Estate course. Follow me on Instagram at the Trading Fraternity. Keep it positive and respectful.